Hello, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day here in Bit Heroes. Wanted to make a quick video going over the Valentine's event as well as the Glarzapalooza or the World Boss Carries event going on this weekend as well. So I'm basically going to cover the Valentine's event and the community ran World Boss Farming event for you guys. So first off, as you can probably already see, Valentine's Day has hit the town in Bit Heroes, and I really love what they've done here. Actually, I'm just noticing the broken hearts on Professor Haley's rug there. But obviously, town looks phenomenal. Lots of pink, lots of red, tons of roses and hearts all throughout. A very lovely theme. I did check out Fishing Island, and the only thing that looks different to me is these little thorny rose bushes. And so I think that's all that has come to Fishing Island. But let me know if you guys found something else. Now, obviously, you can see Astaroth is dressed up here as Astasorrow, who we'll dig into a little bit more. Sardonex is, he's a big rose with multiple heads, kind of goofy. And then also Zol is visiting in town. Now, I don't want to dig into the lore too much in this video. I will have a video hopefully coming out later this week on the Lore Keeper Andy series, diving into all of that. There is some juicy information dropped to this event. Let's dig into it and check out the Sardonex shop this year. Obviously, there's new cosmetics, and ironically, I've already bought them and I'm wearing a bunch of them. But just looking in, there's a couple of new main hands. There's this pink or purple heart vibe, and then there's more of a red. Actually, there's like a pink, a purple, and a red. And they might actually be showcased in the news panel. Yes. And actually, let me pull up a bigger image of this. So here's a photo I found on Steam, and you can see, here's the sort of red heart cosmetic, the purple one, and that tank we'll talk over. That's a shop deal. Here's the other purple one that we were just looking at. And then here's one of the new mounts. Basically, there's this mount as well as the tank mount. Both were offers for $30 in the shop. Then there's the Thorny Roses cosmetic as well as this sort of flaming heart. That one looks sick. And this hat is freaking baller. So a lot of really, really cool cosmetics, especially if you like the theme of Valentine's. And holy crap, I just noticed in the background, look at the size of that smiling heart. That thing is freaking awesome. Okay, so that's basically that image going over the new cosmetics. Just like always, there's some of the old cosmetics returning. One of my favorite cosmetics, the Pink Taroth outfit, is back. Love to see it. There's the Doctor of Love. All of these swan mounts are here. The Love Needle, dangerous. Lovely Nurse, the Heartbreak Staff, and a few pets as well. So if you are a fan of any of these cosmetics, make sure to grab them before they are gone. Yo, is this a lovely bee? Holy crap. Sick. Moving on, there is the material box, absolutely standard. Make sure you guys are getting those good materials. Energy box, absolutely standard, going for 30 and 25. The boost box does have a couple of cake cores, so a little bit better than normal. It's good to see. And then there's a big core for $750, and here we are at the Astasorrow bundle for 2,000 Thorny Roses. So it's an absolute haul and a half worth of roses here to get your hands on Astasorrow. And you might be wondering, okay, well, Andy, he's a legendary fusion. Is he going to be worth it? My first impression is crap. He's another Astaroth fusion. So you're going to have to grind raid 1 a ton to get the Astaroth. So you do need 1 Astaroth per fusion. So I don't actually have a screenshot from in-game, but just pulling up this image from the Flaren, you can see the fusion is 1 Astaroth and 20,000 gold. Persuading Astaroth is absolutely brutal. Bribing him hurts as well. So good luck if you do go for him. I think right off the bat, that is a huge hurdle to jump over. But is he worth it? He is a legendary and what I would call a support or healer. You can see his stats here, 25, 21, 48, really high speed. That's what you kind of want for a support. His bonuses are 40% heal power, so that's huge, right? And then overhealing transforms into shielding, which is really, really nice. So you can just keep using his heal skills. If we look at the skills, you can see his 0 SP roots closest for 150 and does recoil for 15%. That's a big hit, 150. And it also does root. Super quick, just pulling up the wiki so you guys know what root does. It applies a stack a root on the target up to 4 stacks that reduces the damage from that target by 3%. And it lasts for 4 turns. So he's rooting the closest enemy and he's lowering their power by 3% up to 4 times. So as a support, that does help support your team. He's lowering the damage you're going to take. That's helpful. And it does actually have a really big amount of damage, 150%. That's pretty juiced. Does have recoil for 15. So keep that in mind. His other 0 SP drains the furthest for 75 and comes with a recoil. Again, that's a pretty juiced number. Drain for 75. That means he's hitting and healing. He does have a recoil. But honestly, this, as long as it hits, should gain back more damage than it deals to himself. Now, the 1 SP is where he can start actually healing his team, heal target, and recoil. That's a pretty big heal, 123%, and his healing power is juiced, so that's going to be pretty sizable. Again, with the recoil, though. Now, his 2 SP, Foundations of Decay, is super, super unique. I've never seen anything like this in Bit Heroes before. Lose 50% of your current HP and spread heal for 270%. That's a nuke of a heal, especially when you consider his healing power, right? But he sacrifices half of his health. Now, if you're at max health, obviously that's going to deal half of your health. If you're at 10% health, losing half of your current health, that's only 5% of your health, So the lower you get, the higher value this becomes. And honestly, if you can keep Astasorrow relatively low health, which he has a lot of recoils, might be actually doable. If you can keep him low health, he sacrifices, that small amount of health and spread heals. He's probably going to heal himself right back up. This is probably going to out heal that damage. So it's an interesting skill. I don't have my hands on the familiar. I'm unable to test it right now, but it's super interesting. It is a big spread heal. It does cost 2 SP. So you're not going to get it quite as often as his heal target, but it is super, super interesting. And I'm curious to see if this is very, very strong or if losing half of your health is just too much of a hurdle. And then he does have the 3 SP here, root the enemy team for 225 and recoil for 34. 34% recoil is getting decent size there, kind of shooting himself in the foot. But if you want him to be at low HP, for his 2 SP to deal less damage, all these recoils are not necessarily a bad thing. And rooting the enemy team for 225, that's kind of a bomb. It does cost 3 SP. He's not a huge damage dealer. But if you do build something like Dual Strike or Empower or straight damage, he could have some nuke potential, both healing nukes and damage nukes. So I think the potential of Astasorrow is being able to, hit the enemy team, root them. They do less damage now, as well as spread heal for such a high number for just 2 SP. Do I think he's going to be the best healer in the game? No. I think Lady Sparkins still probably holds that crown, but she's a mythic and much harder to craft even than getting, 5 or 6 Astaroths is. And ironically, right now, my best healer is Remit or Blinka. So I might actually have to go through the Astaroth grind and get my hands on Astasorrow. So overall, super interesting familiar. I've never seen mechanics like him. Having your current health opens up a ton of opportunity to sort of play that low health, high impact gameplay. So we'll see if he's a beast. I, of course, will be trying to grind him out. So that's all for the Sardanex shop. Jumping into the main shop here, there is quite a few deals. Last week, there was the Cherubnator mount. That was this guy over here on the left. You were able to get him. And this week, he's gone and replaced with the Valentine mount pack for $30. Also, there is the Love is Woe pack. That's where you see this Thorny Roots or Thorns of Sorrow cosmetic come from, as well as some other goodies. There's a Throne Hunter pack. There is new GVG thrones. Let me just pull those up real quick. And you can see them here. They're pretty nice. Ironically, you can see there's Meltons once again next to that legendary throne. So best of luck to all the guilds going for that. Pretty cute. I love the pink clouds around it and all the Thorny Rose themes as well. While we're looking through the news, I might as well just give a quick shout out to World Leader, the current content creator spotlight. Make sure you guys are watching World Leader on YouTube. Moving on, more in the shop. There's a World Boss push pack. Honestly, with all of the World Boss carries going on over this weekend, not a bad idea to grab yourself some extra Zeals. Legendary Adventure Bag XXL pack are standard things we see. Large Bitmap barrel, you know I couldn't resist materials. I grabbed that. Love is Woe push pack. This one's unique. Valentine's gem boost. Honestly, that's a pretty good deal. $5 for 1,000 gems and a cake core. Love is Woe mini orb. Beware if you do buy these, all of the resources are going to be activated right away. So you will not be able to, use these badges tomorrow. They're used today, for example. And now here we get into one of the coolest things I've ever seen Bit Heroes do. Now, if you guys know, I was talking at the very start of this video about the Glarzapalooza. Many years ago, apparently, this was a common thing for the max tier high level players to put on, was these Glarzapaloozas where high level players would run as many world bosses as low tier players would need, to help carry them, get them their Glarzados schematic and stuff like that. And I actually don't even know who kicked off this one, but somebody had the idea to do it over this weekend, and we went along with it. I want to say it was a big W from the Bit Heroes team. We have this awesome animated announcement panel saying, this weekend, February 15th, 16th, join our community-hosted World Boss Carry event. And then also, official shop deals. Now, it is goofy. Yes, it costs dollars, but it comes with 30 bunches of Zeals. If you value each of these at 600, that's like an 18,000 gem value. Comes with 2 Odagors as well as a Runic Echo. So honestly, if you need Zeals and you're willing to spend the dollars, that's not bad at all. So that's the Nordic Nightmare Bringer. There's also the Titan Slayer bundle, which I'm going to grab right now for 3,500 gems. Again, just a great deal. You could, if you value a legendary pack at 600 gems, this is worth 6,000. That's an incredible deal. Bunch of Zeals, 2 Odagors, and 5 core liners, which is actually pretty nice, especially if you're grinding for Teethius right now. So I'm going to snag that. And then my favorite is the 1 gold offer. Extermination Termination, baby. For the Glarzados enjoyers, the most love. Free, well, not free. For 1 gold, you get 3 neural net ROMs and a bunch of Zeals. So that is an absolute dub from the team, handing that out during this event, letting pretty much everybody at least get 20 Zeals in for the event. I should also say Lag is Woe compensation. Hilarious name. I believe the first couple of days of Valentine's event, some people were having issues. I was actually out of town, and that's why I'm a little bit late getting to this video. But nevertheless, I am still coming up from the compensation. Oh wait, it actually says something. Thank you for your patience while servers experienced issues at the beginning of the event. There you go. That's the reason. A couple hundred gems and a cake core, a little something for everybody to grab. So make sure that when you jump online today, grab these 2 1 gold offers. It's literally next to free and just helps you out quite a bit. And then honestly, you guys know I can't resist a large energy crate. So honestly, pretty goated shop. Lots of good deals for gems, and the 2 1 gold deals are absolutely great to see, and everybody should be grabbing those. As always, if you guys are looking to max out the Sardanek shop, I want to give the classic 2 tips I always give. Run your energy on D4s to get more Sardanek's currency per energy. When I say D4s, it's these ones marked with skulls. They're sometimes purple, sometimes red. You can call them ancient dungeons, you call them D4s, whatever it is. The Sardanek's currencies drop from killing bosses in the dungeons, and there is 3 bosses in the D4s versus the 1 boss in a normal dungeon. So make sure you guys are target farming in the D4s this week. And then also, if you are running out of time and you really don't want to miss Astasorrow, or you want to finish out one of the boxes, let's say, to get the most currency per hour, if you're on a time crunch or just want it as fast as possible, do back-to-back PvP. PvP is the fastest way to get the Sardanek's currency. There you can see I got an 8. That's actually a pretty big drop. That's sweet. Yeah, that's pretty much all. I do want to really quick call out that tonight I will be streaming and doing my portion for this year's Glarzapalooza. You can tune in on my YouTube channel or on Twitch. And basically, just come into my chat, type !join, and you'll be in queue. I will do 100 zeals of any world boss, any tier that you desire, and then we'll move on to the next person. You guys are welcome to join the line as many times as possible. So I'm sure I'll be going through thousands of zeals. Make sure you get your piece. If you are unable to make my stream and you still want to participate, I do want to show you guys where other people are posting their world boss carries. Jumping over to Discord here. So jumping over to Discord, you can see in here under the community content section is this tab. It's called World Boss Carry Signups. And in here, you can I would just tag yourself with all three: Glarzapalooza, Lerky Farm Fest, and the Teeth Farming Bonanza. And then you can see here, like if I click on Glarzapalooza, here's, World Eater, Chad, Giga Chad. Come one, come all, let's get this Glarz schematic. Ducky, be carried by the most foul. Basically, anybody who makes a post should be willing and able to carry you through zeals. So just look at, what times they're running it, how many zeals they can run, and look through all three channels. A lot of people, they might be saying, a lot of people might only be willing to carry Titans, but a lot of people are willing to carry any world boss at any tier. So that is where that is being orchestrated, I guess is the word. I will, of course, be leaving a link to the official Bitverse Discord so you guys can check that out. That is pretty much all. Remember to tune in tonight for my World Boss Carry stream. And also keep an eye on my channel for the Valentine's event Lore Keeper Andy video coming out soon. We'll be covering Astaroth's tragic love story, as well as some new information Sardanex and Zol give us a little bit of a glimpse into the timeline of the Bitverse. Yo, Chief Queef in town, let's go. Oh no, he's gone. No. Oh, man. Good luck farming those thorny roses, guys. And also the World Boss Carry event. This community is awesome. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's doing carries this weekend. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my current channel members, Twitch subscribers, as well as my current stream boss, Master Squanto. Thank you guys so much for supporting on stream. That's all for this one, guys. Again, best of luck, and until next time, take care, and good luck with your grind.